Hello Electroheads! Today we have two bikes that have been sent to us from an electric bike company from Denmark known as Mate.
Mate? Mate?
As you can see, these two bikes are incredibly striking. When you just look at them, I'm sure you've probably seen them on the streets around you because they're not hard to miss. Not only is the name really recognisable, but so is the design. These two bikes were envisaged and created in the cycling capital of the world, which we all know is Copenhagen. The main ethos for this company is not only do they want to make electric bikes that look good, check, but they also want to make bikes that are way more affordable than what is currently on the market, check. So today I'm going to introduce to you these two bikes right here behind me. I'm going to take you through their features, the good and maybe the not so great, and also do a couple of challenges as well. Well, a few challenges just to kind of show you where they both shine and see if either of them take your fancy. Should go have a look at them. First up, we have the Mate City. Now this is the lighter, more nimble selection from the Mate e-bike range. It has a 250 watt motor, it has a range of up to 50 miles, and it comes in at a price tag of 1499. Come with me. Next up, we have the Mate X. Now this is a beefy boy with some fat tires. Now, this bike is available in either 250 watt or 750 watt motor, and respectively, the range is either 50 or up to 60 miles, and it comes in at 2149. All right, enough of the numbers. Here she is again. She has a point. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also check out our Instagram. There's some great content on there. All right, come on, shoot, off of you. Right, like I said, enough of numbers. Let's put these bikes through their paces and see how they perform. Mate City weighs in at 22.5 kilograms. Not the lightest, but carryable, even with these puny little arms.
You're hard.
It has 5 levels of pedal assist, 7 speed shifters, front and rear suspension, and 20 by 1.95 inch tyres, well matched for city roads. Thanks to the easily adjustable seat, you can be between 4'8" and 6'5" to ride. Max riding weight is 120 kilograms. The Mate X weighs in at a whopping 30 kilograms. It has 9 levels of pedal assist, 8 speed shifters, and front and back suspension. Add in the 20" by 4" Big Daddy all-terrain wheels, and you have one very comfortable ride. This bike may look large, but if you're between 4'9" and 7 foot and weigh anything less than 150 kilograms, then you're golden.
Stay golden, pony boy.
Both these bikes you see here have mechanical brakes or wired, but hydraulic is an additional option. They also have a smart display that shows battery level and pedal assist, as well as a handy USB charging port. It must be said that the Mate X has a throttle which is actually illegal here in the UK, but it is fine in the US.
Of course it is.
Also, due to the bike having a motor more powerful than the UK e-bike limit of 250 watts, you are legally required to register, insure, and tax it as a motor vehicle. If you're not clued up, make sure to check out e-bike law in your country before you buy. Cycling is a big part of my life. I do it every day, and let me tell you, comfort is a #1 priority. I have to start with the Mate X because, my lord, this electric bike is hands down the comfiest bike I've ever ridden. I am obsessed with it. Where I shy away from potholes, speed bumps, and divots in the road usually, the Mate X glides over it all. The mix of cushy paddle handles and back and front suspension and huge tyres is a glorious combination. It's got that nostalgia of bouncing on a bouncy castle. The X opens up the childlike splendor that keeps calling me back. I've never had so much fun riding a bike. The Mate X versus the City, well, there is no comparison. We know who the clear winner is here. However, if you look at the City on its own and compare it to other e-bikes of its caliber, like say the Go Cycle, the City holds its own. Considering the price that it is, the addition of decent rear and front suspension makes this bike feel like a bargain. There's that level of smoothing applied so you don't clunk over bumps and dips, which can get old very quickly. For someone who cycles a lot, it really does elevate a bike from being an all right run around to being something you can enjoy and take pleasure in riding. But when I talk about comfort, I don't just mean how squishy it is. Comfort also ties in with how comfortable you feel being on the road. It's about feeling safe and confident. The upright seated position on the Mate X gives you fantastic visibility, not only for yourself, but for other road users. The bike holds a presence on the road that, in my experience, really gives you an upper hand to other bikes. Car users give me just that bit more room when they're passing by, which makes being on a busy trafficked road way less hair-raising. The Mate City brings a sense of safety, not in size or stature like the X, but in its ability to get through tighter spaces when you need. If you haven't ridden an electric before, the pedal assist element feels like a safety feature in itself. As we all know, city roads can be volatile. Things can happen at any moment, so being able to react and move quicker from a standstill means you can duck out of danger much faster than your own legs could. When I ride the City or the X, that added motor assistance is added assurance for the unexpected. They're also a fantastic boost, even on the steeper hills. For me, as a city dweller, having a versatile bike that I can make more compact and get up and down stairs is a big factor. It means I have more freedom, more flexibility. You may have noticed that both bikes have folding capabilities, but how practical are they in real life? The Mate City doesn't fold down to the most compact size, and the folding is definitely only for storage as it has no latch to hold the bike together once folded. It's also pretty clunky in design for lifting whilst folded. Watch out, the chain is on the outside of the fold, so if you don't want to get grease all over your outfit, don't attempt to lift. I found it's way easier and way quicker to lift the bike unfolded. Like I said before, it's not the lightest of bikes out there at 22.5 kilograms, but it's perfectly manageable. So realistically, you could take this on a bus or a train, but you'd have to get the bike on and then fold it up once you're on. It's probably more hassle than it's worth. Over to the Mate X, and this big boy, well, I mean, even when it's folded down, it's big. Again, similar issues with the City, albeit this time I can't even lift the bike if I tried. 30 kilograms isn't practical for this kind of scenario. However, if you live on the ground floor or have a lift, then you won't need to worry. Neither pass with flying colours, but realistically, how often do you need to lug your bike around? I've had the luxury of a lift at work and a ground floor space at home to cater for these bikes, so it's not been a problem. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to leave my e-bike locked up outside, especially one as eye-catching as these.
You're beautiful.
Keeping them indoors is important for ownership longevity. Depending on your lifestyle, think about whether or not you would need that versatility. If you do, maybe these bikes aren't for you. What better test of capabilities and prowess than a drag race? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
That was f***ing really underwhelming.
And as you can see, the Mate X, which I am on, is off the line in a flash. I do have the upper hand of using the throttle, whereas Wash is just pedaling his life away. Between the difference of a 250 watt motor and a 750 watt motor, was there ever really any competition?
Absolutely f***ing not.
If you're the type of person that likes to blend in, then these are not the bikes for you. These bikes, they get you looks. The combo of an eye-catching design and poignant naming, Mate, has thrown up some hilarious encounters with the general public on our journeys.
Oh, mate.
From the opportunist builders that quip,
Alright, mate.
They get the job done.
to the pedestrians pointing and cooing, it's safe to say these bikes have a stamp of approval from the Londonites. Finally, I want to talk about real-world mileage. Of course, range can depend on a whole variety of factors: terrain, weather conditions, weight of rider, the level of assist, the list goes on. To give you my experience, firstly, I need to back it up with some relevant information. Oh, did I say relevant?
Yes.
I'm 5'10", weigh 63 kilograms. I tested out these bikes cycling to and from work, which has a few hills, but it's mainly flat London roads. Temperature-wise, it was around 20 degrees Celsius. I consistently use level 5 pedal assist. So, what did that get me? On both the Mate X and the Mate City, I managed to get around 44 miles of range. For e-bikes on the heavier side, I honestly think that's pretty decent.
pretty good.
All in all, what do I think? Well, both of these bikes are great for their own reasons. Mate City is fantastic because it's nimble and it's good for getting around things like, say, steps. The Mate X, probably one of the most comfortable rides I've ever had on an electric bike with those cushioned tyres. So,
Spit it out!
the point I'm trying to make here is there are two very different bikes here for two very different kinds of rides and riders. If you're in the market for a bike of a similar caliber, which are priced fantastically for bikes in this category, then these two are a very solid option. All right guys, well thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure to like this video if you haven't already, and also comment down below. Let me know what you think of the bikes. Do you have one at home? Any experiences that you want to share? And I'll see you next time.